Hello, my darling starshines. I'm Christina with Lightbody Therapeutics and lightbodyinc.com, and I am on day 6 of the 30-day video challenge. It's been a challenge, let me tell you. But thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I wouldn't be able to get through this if it wasn't for all my lovely peeps out there supporting me and texting and commenting and liking and sharing their thoughts and all those wonderful connections. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. The topic that's on in my awareness today is talking about empaths and family dynamics and how this leads to that feeling of not belonging here. When I say here, I mean in the body, in the planet, not feeling like you belong with your family, this kind of thing. And there's several things to point out within about these dynamics. Okay, this is a huge topic, and it is one that affects 99% of all empaths that I have ever met, worked with, and know. Okay. So there's a few pieces that I want to weave in here. First, I want to back up for a second. I actually do a workshop called the Empowered Empath Workshop. It's a 3-day intensive, and it takes me 4 hours in an intro just to lay out some of these pieces, okay, without even really getting into the nitty-gritty work of unwinding the wounding. So that's how deep and that's how broad this particular topic is. So I just want to put that out there because I'm trying to sum up as succinctly as possible really, really rich, broad topics, or really rich and deep topics. I didn't mean to say broad, I meant deep. Okay, so the first thing we need to be aware of is that there is something called, it's officially called, I think it's actually recognized in psychologist circles, it is called enmeshment trauma. That means when you were growing up, starting at a very young age, you got the message that it was not okay for you to feel how you feel. It was not okay for you to think what you think. It was not okay for you to be who you are. Okay? Yeah. So as an empath, what we start to do is that we create mechanisms of protection for ourselves. And one of the very first things that we learn how to do is how to wall ourselves off, how to hide, how to disappear inside. Okay, and then in that disappearing, we figure out that we can take on other people's mental energies, emotions, and thought forms of who they think we are or who we should be in order to be a lovable person. To be a lovable person in the family, but also a contributing member into the family. Okay, so whether you were brought up in a horribly abusive situation or whether it was mildly abusive, guaranteed for an empath, the typical human interaction is extremely traumatizing for lots of reasons. Okay, so we disappear, we take on the roles that are given to us by our family of what's acceptable, what is lovable, what is desired, okay, what is valuable, and then we just become, that just becomes a way of life, and we don't actually wake up to the fact that we are never seen by anybody in any relationship, not our romantic relationships, not our friendships. Okay, and that leads to feelings of not ever being seen, not only at never being seen, but not belonging here, because no one understands me. No one can relate to me. I can't relate to anybody. I feel like, there's like an authenticity that you're craving for, but it's not there. Okay, so that's one layer. The other layer of what happens, depending on how accessible your empathic skills are to you and what age, is that we learn that we can actually project mental, emotion, energy onto other people and affect how they feel. So we can actually change how other people feel. We can make other people feel better. Okay. And that's not just because we're listening and being kind. It's because we're actually utilizing our own mental and emotional and spiritual energy on that person. Okay, we're projecting it onto them. And maybe, it's a Band-Aid. Of course, it is a Band-Aid because they don't actually become healed their wound doesn't actually become healed. It just makes, they just feel better temporarily. Therefore, we feel better because they feel better. Okay. Yeah. You see how that works. So, so the big piece to remember, enmeshment trauma, huge. We've learned that it's not okay to be who we are from a very early age. Okay. And the second aspect is realizing how the mental emotional energy is flowing back and forth between you and everybody you interact with. Are you hiding? Are you hiding away? Are you disappearing and just playing a role? Just fulfilling a projection? Just fulfilling the other person's needs the way you think they need them? Or are you actually pushing your energy onto them so they can feel better? So you can change and have an effect and feel like you have a measure of control over how that person feels. So those are the big pieces that I want to give to you in this video. And in the next video, I think I'm going to talk about why shielding doesn't work, why it actually perpetuates this dysfunction, and other more deeper topics around empaths and relationships and familial connections. Is there anything else that I need to say? I feel like this is a really good start. This will be this is going to be a multiple videos about this topic, because there's a lot of layers to it. There's a lot of misperceptions woven in for empaths. The biggest one is that we believe that other people's negativity, that we take on other people's negativity and we blame that other person. We're not able to actually see how we are actively on a subconscious level pulling it in for our own protection. Okay, so this is a seed to think about. All right, when I get going, I can just talk and talk and talk on this topic. So I don't want to make a really long video, because I know everybody, this is holiday time. Happy hump day, by the way. Thanksgiving's tomorrow. So I'll let you go there, and please, please, please comment. Please comment below so I make sure I hit all the points that I need to hit in these subsequent videos on this topic. And yeah, so thank you, everybody. I'm gonna go now. I'll be here tomorrow, and you guys take care. Bye-bye.